Gold on the daily chart not doing particularly well. It's a bit of a mixed bag. You can just see this cluster of what happened last week. We didn't really get anywhere. We were just jumping around all of last week. So the question is, can we get as high as at least 12, 12, 12, 13? That's Fibonacci resistance, and I think that's going to be a problem this week. We are still in a bear trend. We are overbought now on the daily chart, so you've got to bear in mind that sooner or later the negative trend is likely to resume. I think we've had a decent recovery off that, but I'm not feeling too positive for gold this week unless we can see a decent close above 12.13. When I say decent, I mean at least a day or two. Then of course we're going to have to tackle this trend line up here, but we'll look at that later on in the week if we manage to get that far. But I'm starting to think it's going to be more negative, and I think if we were to get near 12, 12, 13, that would be a good selling opportunity. Could even be the high for the week. Staying with commodities, we stuck our neck out in the middle of November and said that 7,400 would mark the low for this sell-off, and so far so good. We've stabilised certainly, and Friday we've even managed to push higher, helped a little bit by the Chinese rate cut. So far so good. It's working out as we had hoped it would. Not quite as aggressive a recovery as perhaps I would have liked, but still looks okay. Some relatively good volume on Friday with that positive move. If we can hold above 75.80, that would be helpful. Stochastics are positive. At this stage, it does, though, just look like a recovery in a bear trend rather than anything positive in the longer term. So sooner or later, we're going to run into a decent selling opportunity, probably around the 79.80 area if we were to make it that far this week. It's just not developing into a strong recovery, so I think any further strength is going to just offer about a selling opportunity before we resume the bear trend, maybe into December. Gas incredibly volatile in November. I just haven't got a faintest idea where this is going next. It seems to be dominated by the weather. I really don't know what to make of it. It's just chopping about all over the place. You look at the last 3 or 4 days of last week and it was just everywhere. There's no trend to go by, so all I can do is give you levels and see if you can figure it out for yourself.